to that boy.
Yo, 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 graph champs, graph champs, graph champs. We live, it's graph champs, it's graph champs. Let me come on.
Diablo, it's all the general, full blast to beat God. Grab, chant, yeah, grab, chant, grab.
Shit alive, baby.
Grab, chant,
Graph champs.
shout out the grab champs.
We got TIKE T.F.O, baby, in the building, you heard?
Shout out the grab
Salute, Wed.
Shout out the grab champs. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the grab champs. We appreciate the love and support.
Shit alive, shit alive.
The most amazing and iconic artists out here smashing it for the train yards to the rooftops to the storefronts, highways catching wreck. That's all the general. He be going crazy, bro, from his Instagram account, Supreme Clientele Radio. Interviewing all the icons, the ones that led the way. Salute to all the fallen legends, the ones that set the stage. Moment of silence, let us remember those. Whether they family or they were friend or foe. Hate them or love them, let's show them some respect. Major contribution in hip-hop, graph champs to the death. Ready and willing, never scared to fry. Never. Chance and art to getting up, prepared to rise. Super talented vandals, never scared to die. Let's show them love while they breathing. Go ahead and share the life, share the life. So tell a friend to go and tell a friend. Interviews are dope, from the start up to the end. Diablo, it's all the general. Full blast to beat God. Grab.
Shit alive, baby, shit alive. We got TIKE T.F.O in the building tonight, you heard? Shit alive.
Shout out the
What up, Jims, you heard?
Shout out the graph champs. Shout out the graph champs.
We
Shout
back.
out the graph champs. Welcome,
What up, Joker?
Tune in to graph champs. We appreciate the
Non-vote, what up?
all the graph camps. The most amazing and iconic artists out here smashing it for the train yards to the rooftops to the storefronts, highways catching wreck.
Hey, Charles.
He be going crazy, bro, from his Instagram account.
Diablo.
Radio. Interviewing all the icons, the ones that led the way. Salute to all the fallen legends, the ones that set the
We
stage.
back.
Moment of silence, let us remember those. Whether they family or they were friend or foe.
Big Zone
Let's
TCT.
show them some respect. Major contribution in hip hop.
Motherfucking TVO. 5MH.
Ready and willing, never scared to fry.
WF.
Chance and odds of getting up, prepared to rise.
Shit alive, shit alive, shit alive, shit alive.
Let's show them love while they breathing. Go ahead and share the life, share the life. So tell a friend to go and tell a friend. Interviews are dope from the start up to the end.
Yo, 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 what's good, what's good, what's good? It's motherfucking graph champs. We back, baby. This is season 5. This is only the second show. You know what I'm saying? We were out for a few months, you know, because of some mishaps, but, you know what I'm saying? We survived. What's up, Roach? What it is, my bro? What it is, Brayer? Salute, salute. Rest in peace, Castamer, you heard? Yeah, man, so who better to do the comeback show than with motherfucking TIKE T.F.O, one of the top 3 second coming of Easy Josh and Josh 5, which is Louis, Rule, and TIKE. You know what I'm saying? Salute, baby. Where you at, TIKE? You in the building? First of all, this motherfucking this episode of Graph Champs, what is it? Episode 2. Yeah, episode 2 is sponsored by Cannabis Realm dispensaries. You know what I'm saying? That shit is one of the top 5 dispensaries in the whole Westchester County and White Plains, New York. So, as a matter of fact, it is the #1 dispensary in Westchester County. You know what I mean? Salute to motherfucking Cannabis Realm Dispensary. It's located at 475 Central Avenue, White Plains, New York. But they got a fucking website. Their website is popping, bro. What is it? It's cannabisrealmny.com, bro. You could shop for all of the fucking weed, all the goody shit there, bro. Salute to Cannabis Realm for sponsoring the Graph Champ show. You heard? So Yeah, salute to the Knicks, bro. We up right now. Halftime. And I want to give a shout out to motherfucking Junk Magazine, bro. For real, Junk Magazine. These niggas got the illest graph mags on the game right now. You know what I'm saying? They've been doing it for years and shit. But this is their latest one and shit. These niggas is popping. Go check their Instagram too. You heard? Junk Magazine and then the number 1. Boom. Give them niggas a follow. Son, they got it. You heard? So I'm over here smoking on some cannabis realms, you heard? So where you at, Tyke? You in the building? Let me see. Let me invite Tyke in. Right here, bang. Tyke.
Yeah.
Yo,
What up?
yes, sir. Yo, you hear me, clearly?
Not clearly, but I hear you.
All right, need to talk to that.
All right. First of all, I want to say thank you for taking your time to come to Graph Champs to tell your story, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's an honor to have you. We salute you. You know what I mean? And just as a fan and as a generation before you that, you know what I'm saying, you inspired all of us. You know what I'm saying? You, your whole clique, all of y'all niggas, crazy street killers, legends in the game. You know what I'm saying? And
Appreciate that. Thank you.
nah, niggas salute your shit to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like the work that y'all put in was just so monumental. Yo, that shit just inspired 2-3 generations later. So
I
I
appreciate
just
that.
wanted to tell you that and shit. So I wanna start from the beginning because you're a super classical dude, bro. So what from the beginning? How did you get into graffiti? What got you into graffiti?
Well, first of all, I want to shout out you and Graph Champs and everything and all your peoples. We've been trying to get this to happen for a long, long time. I appreciate you dealing with me because, I wasn't doing anything for a long, hot minute, and you still kept being there. And shout out to all the peoples that has always been out there like, yo, can I get this? Can you sign this? And I'll be like, at a long time, over a decade, I wasn't doing anything, and I apologize. So if you want something now, just reach out to me and we'll make it happen. So it wasn't nothing personal. Everybody knows me that, I don't give a fuck. I'll do it if I want to do it. If not, then I'm not gonna do it. But shout out to the BX for
You know what I'm
Brooklyn,
saying?
Queens,
I understand.
Staten, like
Everybody
that,
wants a little piece.
Chester,
You know what I'm
Connecticut,
saying? You know what it is. Like I
Puerto
said, you a
Rico,
pharaoh in this shit.
especially
We're
Montreal.
gonna be on
Just
you.
you see, yeah, I am. But yeah, so how I started in graph was just being on the block, Jackson 156. You can see the train going from Prospect down to Jackson, the whole thing, a 2 and a 5 line. And every day I used to see it, and I wanted to see my name up there. So it inspired me to just keep on going. So every train that passed by, I was able to see something. And if there was a whole train, I didn't see nothing, I got kind of pissed, and I'd go that night, and we'd hit up shit, me and my peeps.
So, what years was this?
I started writing tyke in '83, but I was drawing and stuff before that. Yeah, '83, the wintertime, February, me and Beyond, he gave me the name Beyond 2000. He gave me the name, and he's like, run with it. And I tried my best, and hope I made him proud.
So, what was your first, like, how did you get to the point of writing type?
Beyond, he was just a kid from the block, and he used to write. His brother had his crew, Tough Art, that was Chic, and they used to always hit trains. And so Beyond was like, "Yo, I got this name for you." Right? So I rocked it, and I got down with Tough Art, and we hit our first train, my first train, in '83, late '83, early '84, and I just caught the fever. After that, Chic, Peak, Lou, Lynn, I guess they got bagged where they stopped writing. And I was like, well, now what I'm going to do? I'm all by myself. So I just kept going by myself, usually, whoever I could scrounge up, and we just go.
But first, I don't want to skip over nothing. I don't want to skip over nothing. So, all right, when you first got into graffiti, right? Boom. So you was the type of kid that your parents knew that you wrote graffiti, or you was sneaking out. What you was doing?
Well, now my mom encouraged it. She saw that I was like, I love the art stuff. So she did everything that can. She was like, just if you get caught, don't call home. You know, you out there, so you got to deal with it. So if I ever got arrested, I couldn't call my house. So you know, it's an extra
So,
incentive to be careful and get over.
so it was trains off top.
Um,
What you was looking for?
Before the trains, it was streets, of course, in the neighborhood stuff. Like the most famous person in the 10 block radius from my area was Case 2. So I had him to inspire too. And then you got G-Man was hitting the street, PGA. Um, and if you look up in the trades, it was like Pove, Janet, Cap, Rook, all those MPC cats that was killing it, the white trains back in '83. And so I used to see all that. It was just get me like, damn, I want to see my name too. Like I see these names, I want to see my own. And so that's what I did.
So when you first started, but like, what was the first shit you hit? Was like it was just insides and or you said streets and everything.
Well, like the very first song was just the neighborhood, so it was just that. And I try to get a couple cans, do a quick piece on some rooftop in the neighborhood, and then once I got addicted to trains, it was over. It was just like I was going all the time. I forgot about the streets as much as I could. I was trying to hit the trains every day, you know, and it
So
helped
so but
because I was living in Brooklyn also, but going to school in the Bronx in Morris. So every day I'd have to take that train, boom, boom. So I see more trains, more trains. I'd see more spots, more layups, and I just try to do whatever I could just to make it happen. Like I get off at Utica and walk all the way to Pennsylvania Ave. You know, I take a couple blocks over and then walk in. I used to do that all the time going home or wherever I was. Just get off a few stops early and just hit it.
so who was the first dudes that you seen that influenced you? Like, was there some of like people that you was like, oh shit, like I want to like be like this nigga right here?
Yeah, I mean, for the streets, obviously, Josh Easy in Queens, it was OE. He had a lot of streets. I used to always think it was OS. Like, damn, this nigga OS is up, but it was OE.
Yeah,
Props to
me
you.
too.
And, you know, just anything I see in the streets was like PR, pre-sweet TR, man. They was up in the streets, Sexa, G-Man, like I said. They was all doing the streets. And I just wanted that to be me also. Like everybody see my name.
Nice. So what's more exciting, like hitting a fucking train layup or like
Yeah.
hitting the streets? What's more exciting for you?
They both are exciting, but for different reasons. Like the train is you know, it goes without saying that shit is just beautiful. I used to always have a good time. I love that. I wish it was still going on. You know, the streets was some special as well because you know you could go anywhere. And you know, I want to hit Queens Boulevard, boy. I want to hit fucking Flatbush, and you just go and do it. And so I was like, I want to hit all the big shits anywhere I was. Just put my name up.
So what like because me like I'm more like of a tag bomber, you know. I like killing tags everywhere. You know, I'll smack a fill-in when a spot screams for a fill-in. You know what I'm saying? I might rock a fill-in, but my main shit is tags, you know what I'm saying? Verticals everywhere. Boom, boom, boom. You obviously you Louis and Rules, you
Rest in
did
peace, Lou.
like
And
terrible.
word.
Yes, rest in peace to the gods.
Let's take
Um,
props, baby, all day. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do. Rest in peace, Louis, Rule, Pose, obviously. All my peoples. But yeah, I'm always gonna rep my boys. Um, Especially Lou and Rule. They used to like, no, let's go, and I'd be like, let's go. There was no politics. Like I hear a lot of people dealing with graph politics, like, oh, you can't paint with this one or that one. I can't do this, and I never
yeah, yeah,
ever
it'd be a lot
had that
of
kind of
shit.
problem with Lou. It was just like, yo, let's do it, and it would be on, you know.
What do you consider yourself more of like of a tag? Do you have a preference? Like, I like to bang out mad tags or fill-ins or what?
Uh,
Just whatever.
it depends on the situation, but I love taking tags like on a whole fucking avenue and just hit like 10, 20 blocks and just go. I mean, that was a big part of my life, even more so than trains, because you know trains I just hit for a couple years, like 85 to 87 type thing, and but the streets is like that was lovely. Streets, highways, anything, rooftops, love that.
So at what point, because like everybody that you bomb with, basically killing shit. Like, from Sac.
Mhm.
Sack to Rick to Tabe to you know what I'm saying? Well, everybody's a fucking street killer.
Yeah, yeah.
At what point did you like link up with Lou and and Rule?
Um, I would have to say late late '80s, like '89, possibly. I met him, but didn't really vibe when I was hanging out. I was just passing through with some of my peeps. I think I was with Pose and Rick, and we just passing through their block. And everybody knows everybody. It's like a big for TFT, WF, Hard Rocks, TFO. Everybody's like a big family. So extended family. So that's my cousin. That's my brother. This is it. So we all knew everybody. So it was like that. But then once me and Lou started rocking, like I would say '92 maybe, I got a big fever and he was definitely with it, and we just did our thing. It was great.
So y'all started '92 wrecking shit.
In the streets, yeah, with Lou, definitely, yeah, yep, yeah. We always had a couple spots here. We get we hit any kind of paint store, whatever we could. If they was having a sale, we'd fucking like $1 a can. Forget it. He's like hit 100, wow, you know, right there. Wreck shit. We have some terrible colors, watered down, but it didn't matter. It was paint. So
So when you linked with Lou, he was with Rule or Rule was with you? How did Rule come
nah,
into the picture?
Louis and Rule was already painting. They was on with Fame and Chad and them, and they was already doing their thing. And I was just like, "Yo, what you doing? Such and such days, like painting." I was like, "Let's go." And from there, it was over. It didn't stop. We had a lot of fun.
Yo, that's like a mega trio, like Louis, Rule, and Pike, bro. That's like Jiggy, Biggie, Jay Z, and Nas, literally.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
word.
We had so many good times, and I never got bad with them. It was just good times. Like, we didn't put up with no bullshit. Anything popped up, it was like, okay, we ready, let's go. And we never really had problems like that. So it was nice
And
doing our thing with it, peace and tranquility. Shouts to Astro and all them cats in Brooklyn that we was bombing with, hitting them streets hard. Yes, some streets dudes that I seen that even in my neighborhood in the Bronx, like them kids from MC Crew, Jis, and SP, a couple of those. Them guys was doing it all over, and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna hit some random part of Queens." All of a sudden, some Jis, or some people I see from Uptown or some, they was out there too. So that even made me like, "Yo, for the next 10 days, we hitting Queens, or next month we hitting Brooklyn all day, every day." And we just had fun with it. It was nice.
yeah, so it wasn't like strategic, or it was just like we're gonna hit this line today. We're gonna hit this whole line because it seemed like it's just like what you said. Like when y'all niggas came through, y'all hit the whole fucking avenue, every single gate, and it's like
Yeah.
crazy. Like on every gate, flat black tags, nice and high, beautiful
Yeah.
bongs smacking gates, bro.
Love that shit. Yeah, but we didn't really have a plan. We just like, okay, let's go to Brooklyn. And then we driving through Brooklyn and see a main Ave. We're like, okay, pull over the car. We walk 10 blocks, go like 5 blocks over, come back 10 blocks and 5 blocks down. And, just make it like a big grid. And we just do that until the paint ran out or until it's time to bounce.
And you said 92. So like 92 and 93, those are mad crazy years for Graph because everybody was on the smash in those years. 93, yeah, when everybody like Cope and Purr, rest in peace, they came out, smashed everything.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Bio and Brim, they were smashing everything. They were in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? The nigga he just mentioned, just MC, all of them niggas, they were killing shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you always have JA lurking somewhere. You know what I'm saying? He's killing shit. Like 93 was a crazy competitive year. So to be able to stand out and do what Shot 3 did in that year, like cover so much ground, crazy.
It's a lot of spots that we hit. And I was blessed enough to do it with them because, from the heart, my brothers. I wish they was right here right now. And it's funny because somebody reminded me that I told Big Lou that I'll never do a fucking interview while he's alive. And so when he passed away, I said, "Damn!" And then he popped up to my head and it just clicked. And so, sorry, Lou. I did an interview, but you're in my heart always. Rest in peace.
Yo, man, that's why we appreciate you so much, bro. And damn, son, it's just What about who? Because you, like I said, you bombed with Rick, you bombed with Tabe, you bombed with Sack. Sack TFO is a street killer, bro.
Yeah, man, he was doing
Sack TFO, that nigga was a problem.
he
His
always,
tags alone.
he's probably doing something somewhere right now, you know, doing his thing always.
Son, that nigga was the man. Holy shit. Yo, the whole TF. Do you have like a favorite bombing, like a spot that you held down for that long, or a favorite spot that you hit that you was like, yeah, I killed this right here.
There's always a couple spots that I try to do my shit big, and so when somebody goes over, it's easy to fix. You know, with simple colors or whatever like that, or just fix it. So I kept trying to keep up with my spots. Anything I had, I'm pretty greedy like that. You know, I don't like I have a tag and shit. You do a throw up and I can see my tag. I get hurt. You know, I get butt hurt. I ain't gonna lie. So you should just cover it completely. You know, if not, then I'm gonna feel a certain way. And I see you, then I'm gonna complete your shit, and nobody gonna see nothing. So, but I know there's rules to this shit. But sometimes, you know, I do what the fuck, whatever.
Yeah. Plus, niggas gotta respect the OGs. Niggas gotta respect yo. So you
like, oh, that shit.
you
But I'm guilty myself, and it's probably the only person that I could think of that I dissed, and I was wrong. And I think it was on the Brooklyn side of Manhattan Bridge, and there was like a incline going up to where the highway was, and there was some old pieces of whatever was up there, and someone was real faded. I said, oh, there's a spot for me. Boom. So I go up there, I rock the spot, came back next week. Like, oh shit, that shit is this. I was like, oh man, let me catch my shit back. It's my spot. Boom. Caught it again. Came back a couple days. Shit was this thing. I was like, oh shit, that must have been the original. Whoever was under there originally probably kept his spot. So whoever that was, I don't know what it read. My bad. I forget and all that. But I'm sorry. That was the only any other time that you see me at beef, it wasn't me. I didn't start that shit. Everybody want to start shit for whatever reason, you know, you don't like who I'm hanging with, or I clipped you, or I side bust you, whatever. It's all good, but I never really started no beef. I just finished it. So
the one crazy shit about your shit too is that you could do the TY or you could do the TI. You could switch it up, and that's fine with the straight letter TIKEs. Those are mad fucking. Why do you do that? So why the I? Yeah, like what exactly? Like when was the first? Did you do that from the beginning? Like switch it up from Y to I just whenever you feel like it, or that came later?
I was doing it both ways for so long because I get bored easy. So I was just like, well, I don't want a different name, but let me just write it this way because you could also write it that way. So I said, let me do it like that in a completely different style. So it's just like another name, but it's still the same name. And I just rock with that. I used to tell people that, yo, that other guy, that other TYKE is from Brooklyn, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, just, I don't give a fuck. I'd be laughing.
That's funny. What do you give me a crazy bombing story? Give me a crazy bombing story, bro. Come on.
Streets.
Streets. I'm a street bomber. I love streets.
Okay.
Give me a street.
So we're in Brooklyn again. So I'll be staying in Brooklyn. I actually hit Brooklyn more than I ever hit the Bronx, and that's facts. So we was in Brooklyn. It was me, Louis, Merk, CAC, and we was out there. I forget who else was there, but it was somebody else. I know. So we hitting this cut block, and so I always have my crate because that's how I get the high spot. I stand on the crate and like, wow, get the spot. And so this car, he comes in through, and he's like, he pulls up and he backs up, and so everybody's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? So I was like, oh, let me just sit down and shit, you know, and sitting on my crate. And so this guy, he starts chasing Lou this way, and then he starts chasing Merc that way in his car, and he's backing up, and I'm over here just laughing my ass off, and they're like, yo, what the fuck? It's such a good time, man. It was like, and then homeboy broke out. It was just so funny, though. It's like a funny grass story to see these motherfuckers, especially Lou. That motherfucker big. So to see him holding out down the block, it was pretty funny to me.
Yeah, rest in peace. When I interviewed Lou and Rule, they both were talking about the Carvel, where they used to be in the Carvel wilding out and shit. You used to be in the Carvel too?
Oh, hell yeah. And big up June 6th, Friday, they're going right across from the Carvel on Fordham. They're going to be doing the Botanical Wall, and rest in peace for Louis. So if y'all get a chance, come on out for that day, that weekend, they're going to be doing it up. But yeah, The Carvel was sick. It was like a regular Carvel. Once you walk in, buy your ice cream and shit. But in the back, it was like it wasn't that big, but it had a back office and a little space. We had like 15, 20 dudes up in there, like the goons from the block, like 187, shout to Hard Rock and Webster and all that. Yeah, we just be deep. Like, okay, we're almost closing time. What are we gonna do? We're gonna shoot some dice. We're gonna roll some blunts, and we can get ready to go to Brooklyn to paint. And it was pretty much like that all the time. All the time. So if anybody, I'm sure you heard, stories, people trying to post up in there, but that was the wrong spot to do that. It was really deep and wild back then. So it was a lot of fun being part of that and seeing everything. I wouldn't change it for the world, for real. That was good times.
What about when you was hitting trains? When you was hitting trains, you never got ran up on, like when you was in somebody's yard?
One time on Hoyt, that was a double R's back then. We was hitting some shit, and there was a layup, probably like 36th Street. I can't remember, 36th or Hoyt. It was just a layup, and we seen some kids painting out there. It's like, oh shit. So me, it's just like, yo, let's go get some paint because that's the way it was. So we go up there, and all of a sudden, bounce and boom, left all their paint. And I was like, oh shit, even better, boom. And so not even like 3 minutes later, them kids that ran around the block, or they went down the pole or whatever like that, and they went around the block. And when they came back, there was like 20 deep. I was like, oh shit, that was their block. And so then we came down. We was like, fuck, we're gonna fight or whatever, because they ain't gonna take their paint back, And so then all of a sudden the cops came. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know where I was. I was like in Queens. I didn't know the area. So I'm running, and the cop came, and some other kids started running with me, and he went left. I went right. Cops followed his ass, and I got away. But I don't even know what happened. But that was crazy that night. It was like, where the fuck am I? How am I getting home? Nobody was around. Cops was looking at me. I was like, oh shit, I'm fucked. But it was good. Some good times.
What's your favorite borough to smash?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. They stayed in Brooklyn. Yeah.
So fucking big. Like King Brooklyn, man, put in work. And give you props, because that shit was harder than a motherfucker. I hit that shit as much as I could, and I probably made a little dent. That shit is massive. I be in Brooklyn since I've never been in this spot in my life.
Was you the type to like take pictures of like the trains you did or spots you did?
I appreciate you asking me that question, because I didn't have no camera really back in the day. So any picture you might see was picture I took, or somebody luckily that took a picture for me. Because back in the days, you never took pictures of your throats and shit like that. It's like maybe if you had one picture left in the slide, you're like, oh fuck it, pop, take a picture and then finish the roll. But other than that, that's not what you did. You didn't take picture tags and throwies and all that. But I'm glad for any kind of pictures I have. I mean, I got pictures that I don't have of like married couples, of fucking a whole car, top to bottom. I have a lot of stuff that I don't have no pictures of. So whoever's out there, go to your auntie, your grandmother's basement or attic.
Photo albums out the bitch.
Maybe your uncle, your great uncle, he took some pictures, and maybe my shit is there. And we do a trade or whatever. So anybody got pictures out there, holla at me. TYKE NYC Instagram.
Do you remember the first time like that you seen your train pass by, like when you seen your shit? You remember that?
Definitely. It was just like it was obviously toy, but I saw it. And I was like, oh shit, bro, that's crazy. I never saw it again, but I did see it. Didn't catch a picture either. And then I wanted to see my shit every day, because I had the perfect spot to look at the trains. I was there all day. That was my block. And so, yeah, it was a lot of fun to see your stuff every day. Like I said, I just get pissed if a one train passed, I didn't see nothing of mine. I was like, oh, okay, I gotta go. I got to get on every train. So it was good.
Did you ever feel like at the point where, or when was the point, did you ever feel like niggas giving you recognition, like you're getting mad feedback on your shit, like, because when you first start, everybody starts off as a toy, starts slow and shit, but You know, then you start catching traction. When would you remember the first time like you felt validated, like, oh shit, niggas is respecting my shit out here? Or did you even give a
Um,
fuck?
well, as far as like being good at graffiti or having a good style, that didn't happen until like the mid '90s. So everything before that, I was mad toy. But I used to get up a lot on the trains, and I go down to the bench at 149th, and all of a sudden he'd be like, "Yo, that's tight, that's tight," and I'm like, "Oh, gotta go," you know. But as soon as because the way I grew up is like you don't let nobody know who you are, you know. No face, no case type thing. And so I always had to be like a ninja, like, okay, you don't know me. So if you do know me and you keep it quiet, you know, you're always in my heart and I got love for you. But if you shout me out, I'm out. Phew, gotta go. Next party.
So what about, because you say you stayed in Brooklyn longer than you stayed in the Bronx? Fucking who's like, because yo, I'm Brooklyn all day, but so the Bronx has such a retarded lineup. If you start lining niggas up, bang, 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 yo, they got all stars, retarded. Who are some Brooklyn dudes that you think, you know what I'm saying, that you'll throw in a lineup like that? Like, who's your top 10 favorite Brooklyn niggas?
I couldn't even name top 10, but I know people that was getting up when I was hitting the streets was like them kids TK, in the 90s it was like Dink, um uh,
Dink still killing shit.
yeah, dude that was up a lot. V4, I know he's from Manhattan, I think, but V4 was up a lot. Um
Yeah, yeah, like you said, you
yeah,
Astro, look Roach.
Astro, Fogs, um I'm sorry, I don't even remember fucking names like that. I wrote shit down too, but I don't think I wrote down Brooklyn cats. But yeah, I mean, motherfuckers is doing their thing, and every time I went, like I tried to do more than what I saw. So whoever had ups like that, I was trying to do more than that. Oh, Chino, he was up a lot in East New York. I was out there. Um,
You know, people are big.
yeah, man. In the Bronx, it was like for me, like I said, the top three for me that influenced me was G-Man, Hove, and Cap. That's it.
Yeah, son.
Right. Everybody was getting up doing their thing, but that's what you're supposed to do, you know. So, but those people, whenever I saw it, I was like, oh damn, another one, another one. So it made me gotta go. I gotta do another one too.
Cap.
I met him once. It was funny. I met him. I was getting my hair cut on Morris Park in White Plains, and I'm waiting to get my hair cut, and I see homeboy across the street walking down the Ave. And I'm like, oh shit, let me go up to him. Boom. So this is like, I'm gonna say late '90s or whatever. And so it was like, it's funny because I had beef with his whole crew, pretty much all of them, and he never dissed that I know of, and I never dissed him because I never would, because Cap is, you know, he a legend. But yeah, I saw him and I just came up to him and he was just like, he's selling some belt buckle, not selling, he had a belt buckle that he made, and I wish I would have fucking bought it off his ass because that shit is probably worth $1 million right now.
Do do you collect graffiti memorabilia like from other niggas and shit?
Nah, not really. I mean, if I bring out my back book and they hit it, then I got some people that you like, oh shit, you know him. But I really don't. I'm not really a fan of graffiti. I just keep it on the low and do my thing, and you know, in and out kind of deal.
So who's your favorite writers of all time? Your top 10 favorite writers of all time?
Um, I always like seeing like the old school, like them dudes that started, like Tracy 168, Blade, the original style masters, Cliff, Slave, all these dudes, Quick. I'm sure all these dudes, I seen this stuff when I was a kid and didn't even know what I was looking at, type thing. So all those dudes, if you take a look at all their pictures, you're like, oh shit, that's a W or that's a G. Look, well, and like damn, they did it. You know, they transformed the whole art world with that stuff. So props to them. Anybody else?
When 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 you you first started writing, you was doing trying to do pieces off the bat
Oh
also,
yeah,
or it was just like side stories, so it was everything from the
yeah,
start.
everything. I mean, mostly pieces because you have like, okay, this is your name. You got to get good. You got to do it. So I would take my name and just do it every week if I could. As long as I had two cans, I was doing a piece on some rooftop and probably got buffed or dissed like in 2 or 3 days. But 4 days later, I'll come back again. I didn't care.
So, but niggas had to do pieces like on the like. So, if somebody just had a dope throwy and they rocked and never did pieces, like niggas wouldn't like you wouldn't get no respect like that.
No, I mean, you could do whatever you want as long as it was up and, you know, as long as you respected others, you wouldn't really have problems. But, you know, you could have a throw up and that's all you did was a throw up. And then they keep saying, okay, he did his throw up. You know, cool. You know, maybe put a couple colors into it, maybe didn't, but everybody got their own respect of how you handle yourself. If you was a dick in any uh, world, you're going to be treated like a dick. Same thing with graffiti. You know, if you're cool, even though you're a toy, you know, people will respect you because you're cool and shit.
What about throw ups? Who got the best throw ups?
Oh
Give me
man,
your top 10 favorite throw ups. Who's your top 10?
yeah, I'm gonna say Hayes, Doro had a throw up. Um, Cap, man, there's so many good throw ups out there. Um, Cope with a nice simple style throw up. I like that. It spreads easy. Hey yo, um, oh, thank you, mom. They has. Just kidding. Um, they're bringing me beer and pizza for the Knicks game. Let's go Knicks! Boom.
What's the score? What's the score right now? 82 to 49.
Mm-hmm.
We winning.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Somebody's gonna die in the garden tonight. You know what I'm saying?
That's just
It's
so.
crazy.
I just want to do a
Word,
couple
son.
quick shout outs while we're here. I don't want to wait till the end. So so the very first prez of the very first vice prez was Val 156. Then we got Beyond, Sneak, Pack, EG, Trez, Drac, Rome, Braze, Era, Nexus, Vert. Look at all this fucking list, bro. I had to write shit down because I'll be forgetting shit. But I just want to give some shout outs along the way as we keep going.
No doubt. No. Who was the funnest person you bombed with?
Louis, definitely. We used to always crack jokes. He was such a good person, the biggest heart. You know, I never had a bad time painting with him. You know, he's always good. He's always street. Like he hated doing permission walls. I hate that shit too. But I do them, but I don't like them. I'd rather do a rooftop or whatever, truck.
Did you ever see like anybody doing their thing and use them niggas as like fuel? Like, oh shit, these niggas is killing shit. We gotta keep up with these
Yeah.
niggas or outshine
Oh yeah,
these niggas.
definitely. It's funny because my first bomb upon Val 156. He used to go to Job Corps, and so we used to either walk to where it was up there past Burnside, or I would pick him up and we'd walk back to the block. So we either walk there painting or walk back painting too. And I lived in Jackson 136, and he was all the way past like Jerome and Burnside up there. So it was a nice walk. And every time we hit a block, we see OG4, Shays, and Aya King. And we like, yo, this must be right in front of us, like 2 blocks away. And I even look out to see if I see anybody walking the Ave and shit. And then dudes, everywhere we went, they was already there. And so that inspired me to go places where I didn't see them, you know? And I just be like, oh, spreading my wings, like, well, okay, I didn't see him over here. I'm getting up. I'm getting up. Them boys was up. They used to hit the 6 train a lot. Speaking of 6 train, shout out to Sade. He just had dropped a new book. Pick it up on Amazon. That's what's up. I only did a couple interviews my whole life. Beyond, yeah, the boogiedownbronx.com. Then I did Tag Mag. Shout out to Trip. And then I did Mook Life. Shout out to Maps and them. And now this. So it's pretty much only like 4 or 5 interviews in my whole life. So
I
Thank you.
appreciate you, bro. I appreciate. Did you ever come out like in like a movie or anything like that that was your favorite shit, like or in a mag and shit? Like, cause
I'm
you came
sure
out in a lot,
there's
came out in a lot of.
a bunch of movies that came out in. My favorite was the one with Denzel. Uh, what is the basketball star in Brooklyn? What was it from
Oh,
Island?
Jesus of Coney Island. Jesus of Coney Island. What's the name of that movie?
Denzel.
With Coney Island Jesus. What's the name of that movie with Coney Island Jesus? Denzel.
Who
Remember the
got game?
basketball shit.
Thank you. I got that from Chew Ink. My boy Rise. Chew Ink. Who got game? He got game. Whatever. And that was my favorite one because we just hit that a couple of years earlier in Coney, and then they filmed the movie and my shit was still running. I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool, you know, especially with Coney because shit gets dogged out there quick. Back then it was.
Do you remember when you first hit the X and shit?
The Bronx?
Yeah.
Probably I was in a pacifier. You know, I came out my diapers and shit, hitting tags in a BX, I'm sure, since I was a kid. Um, the only time I was really like, and also I used to live in Gun Hill Road, and I used to take the train after work and get off at 3rd Avenue, 149th Street, and just walk home all the way home, straight up Park Avenue, straight up Webster, straight up, you know, whatever, any kind of block you hit, and then the next night pick a different avenue, go straight up 3rd Ave, whatever it was. So
But
I got a
you
lot of shit
didn't
there.
you didn't even actually tell me how did you get the tag Tyke actually Tyke
It was
and you
given
end
to
up writing
it was given
by
to me.
by your
Yeah.
boy, right? You said your boy.
Yep.
Like, so it just also don't have no meaning. It's just a word type or a name type. All right.
It just means like a little kid also because I was a little kid in the crew. Like all the people I was painting with, it was all established. It was grown up already. Not really grown up, but you know, I was a little kid, and then you know, it
Youngest one. Okay.
kind of fit.
Nice,
Let me just get
nice,
a
nice.
couple more shout
What
outs.
about
Let me see where we at. Spec, Oxy, Cage, K off, Jip, Play, Briz, Castamer, Rick, Tabe, Rackuno, Wed, Rec, Terror Rush, Just, WF, Rise, Nature, Cody, my man Cody from the BX. Love you, Cody. You're a fucking good heart brother.
what about Racking? Racking did
I
yeah
think
niggas had man crazy rap
I
spots?
think I had the best racker partner in the world, Rhea. And he used to rock like if he came to your house right now, you'd be standing doing an interview with no hat. You know what I'm saying? You think that shit like whoop, you wouldn't even notice it's gone. So he always had paint. Like any store he went to, he came out with at least 8, 10 cans minimum, and we go painting every night. Yeah, he was a good racker, and we did a lot of spots.
So now I'm gonna have to put you in the tough position, man. Who got the best riders, man? What borough got the best riders? Like the X. Anyway, what
Sorry, you know,
the
I think Brooklyn has more, but as far as quality, is the Bronx. I'm biased, of course, because I love the Bronx. It's in my heart. But yeah, it's like if you name 10 top writers, like 7 of them from the Bronx, probably.
Ooh, name the top. If you had to make a 10-man team from the Bronx to represent against Brooklyn, who would it be? Ten
Oh, that's a
heads.
good one. Straight off the back, TD.
Ooh, his first pick TD, nigga.
TD is like,
Oh my God,
yo,
that's a monster right there.
you can't front on that shit. That motherfucker gets big. He fucking does this shit like, wow, I'm here. Here I am, motherfuckers. So it'd
Wait,
be TD.
wait, hold on, wait. Let me write this down. Hold on. Sorry, hold on, 1 second. Oh shit.
Shout
All
out
right,
to
go ahead. TD,
Rocker,
TD.
Rule, my brother, Lala.
Wait, say it
Rest in
again, say
peace.
it
No,
again, say
no.
it again.
So TD, Cope, Louis,
Oh,
Rule,
Louis, man, rest in peace. Louis, Rule. Damn, that's already a crazy lineup.
Tabe,
All right, that's four.
Tabe,
Who?
Tabe, Tabe.
Oh, Tave,
Yeah,
nigga. TFT, nigga.
TFT representative.
Mm.
Let me see for street bombing. Street bombing. I would have to say Shays because Shays had a lot of fucking ups.
What,
Oh man. S
CHAZE Chase?
SHAZE Shays.
That's
He was from TLM crew. Shout out to
Chase.
TLM, all them boys. Um,
All right, that's six. You got four more.
I'm gonna
Yep.
put Per in there because he did a lot of damage for
Who?
bombing wise.
Her?
Per, Jew,
Ooh,
he was all city.
I mean, rest in peace. It's for
Jew, Sack.
ooh, Sack TFO. You got one more.
One more.
One more. Who's the
Okay.
last person so many people to pick from?
I'm gonna give it to a slept on Bronxite, and that's Pause.
Pause?
Yeah, it's funny because he wasn't up. He's still not up. But every time you look on a block in the Bronx, his name is there. His name is there, bro. I swear to God. He's like slept on for mad years. But yeah, I'm gonna give him a slot.
Wow. So that's your 10 then. So your team is TD, Cope, Louis, Rule. Wow. Tabe, Purdue, Sack, and Pause. That's the monsters.
Yo, I'm
That's the
telling you,
monster.
right there, you're gonna need at least 100 cans for each of them, and it's gonna be destroyed. It's crazy.
Destroy.
And sorry
Destroy.
if I mentioned somebody or didn't say somebody. You know, I'm old. I gotta write shit down, bro. Here, take a screenshot. If your name is there, we good. If I forget, I'm sorry. Yo, that's page one. I got page two, bro.
Um. So get shout some niggas out. Shout some niggas out.
Oh, that's what's up. True that. Let me see. We got show my hard rocks. Hard rocks, baby. Um, let me see. Let's go to Magenta Boys. My boy Ian, OE, all them dudes up there in Gun Hill. Much love. We got Swatch, Merc, Nev, Echo, Host from the Hard Rock crew. We got Spa Lover, Rival, Evate, Rash, Rave, Scan, Phil, Black, Eli, Chess, Ski. All these boys in my heart, bro. For real. Like I said, I hope to see you out there on June 6th.
Alright. So, what about art? Art on the artistic side of things. Anything new going on?
Well, the art side, I never really got into that because I'm not that good. You know, I try here and there, and I think I'm good, but I'm really not. But anyway, I want to shout out my Montreal brothers because them boys are like true artists, like H6, Zek, Sims. These boys fucking doing massive fucking murals all over the world, and the shit looks beautiful. So shout outs to them, and shout out to all my other Montrealians, Pito, Killer F, Tuna, Big Joe, La Legion, So, Cast, Asar, Jake, the BTH crew. Those boys are having a big thing in the middle of June. Go check them out. Cam, Nadine, Kimmy, the Utes, Jazz 9. Hold on. Not Renee is fucking Cyrus, the queen. Dome, Nap, her, Vanessa, Virginie, and the number one girl I have in Montreal is Harlow. Love you. Next. Thank you.
What what do you think about Graph now? Do you still look at Graph? Do you see niggas killing shit?
Yeah, all over this place. I like seeing different things. I like seeing clean stuff, even dirty stuff sometimes. I just like, man, that's nice. These motherfuckers climbing off the buildings and shit, bro. That's what's up. Shout out to Son Coro. He's doing this thing out there. yeah, it's beautiful. I love seeing all different things of graffiti because I know where it started, where it's going, where it's been, where it's at, and I love it all. You know, if you say you right, it's like, oh, cool, put it up, get it up, do it.
What about bombing other countries and shit like that, like TD and all of them, and Savs and Neo
Out
and
to
them shit? You never
Savs and
did that?
everybody out there, TD, Neo, all these dudes doing their thing. Asar, Nessar, they doing things worldwide. My boy George from the BX, he fucking lighting it up out there. Um, yeah, big shout out to everybody. I love, especially like when you go to a different country and you see a peeps or somebody even from the same city, and you're like, oh, that's what's up, represent. It's a good feeling, like when you're in the middle of nowhere. It's nice.
Yeah, that's fire, bro. Salute to 9 Volt and shit. I see my nigga 9 in the motherfucking building, son.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
9 Volt.
The 5 WF, Just, you know what I mean?
I just saw
All
Kel
of
a
them.
couple of weeks ago. Shout out to him and the 5MH crew. Shout out to Gano and shit. On Staten Island. He was VGL. He used to bring a lot of graffiti dudes together in over at the ferry. We used to have like graffiti meetings and stuff. It was really dope. We were like 50 heads, and like 20 is from Staten, and like 30 is from Brooklyn, the Bronx, and all over the place. And we just meet at the ferry, and we just talk about things. You know, it was pretty cool back in the days.
That's fire.
Mhm.
Did you ever meet a writer that you was like, oh shit, like you know somebody like that from when you was little and shit?
I don't really jock much, but somebody that probably is when I met I was starstruck, you know, because he was like all city, like no joke, all city. And when I met him, it was way past his prime and everything. He was in the '90s or early 2000s, and I was just like, wow, you know. I shook his hand, and I was happy, you know, that I met someone like that.
So so who's killing shit now? Who do you see out there that you know specifically?
That I know, I don't know too many people. I just got shout out my MFG brothers skit. Was that?
Nah, just like the you know in the streets in general, like who do you see any who's killing shit like who you see a lot?
I think see Anso. Um, the dudes doing like I said, the dudes coming down the buildings. Notice, Z-Wek or whatever. The motherfucker Zwan. The motherfucker is killing shit. I love that stuff. You know, in the Manhattan, a lot of rooftops I see is Jet, um, Shy, Hopes. I see those boys. Um, it's really shout out to my boy Fade. He killing shit always. Rest in peace to his mom. He just passed. Um, yeah, I just like when I'm driving, I take a quick look and then I keep it moving. But you know, sometimes the names stick out. Mostly they don't. I just keep it moving.
So what advice do you know if for the young kids that want to kill streets and shit? If you
Um,
got any advice, what would you tell
I
them?
would tell them to do what I did a lot, and it worked for me, and that was to go by yourself because you don't have to worry about, oh, I'm here with my homeboy and he's not looking out and his car's coming while I'm tagging up and it's a cop car or whatever. So if you paint by yourself, the only person that you could get in trouble with is from your own self. So just, you know, it's good to have a lookout, but it's also good to be smart and have motherfuckers that is fucking happen to know what's going on in this game.
A lot of these new kids and shit, they don't care about the history, they don't care about nothing. Like they'll go over like mad old school shit, or they don't. A lot of them don't practice their style either. You know what I'm saying? They just come out. It should be all wacky and shit. You know?
Well, I can't say nothing on that because I was a toy for many, many, many years, and you know, probably still in some people's eyes. But you know, just keep on doing it. If it's ugly, then make it ugly 100 times in your neighborhood. You know, so they get sick of that shit and go to the next neighborhood, do it over there, make their neighborhood ugly too. Fuck it.
Um. So before we jump off this, is there any last shit you want to talk about or say?
I just want to shout out more people. I'm sorry that I didn't shout out, and I know you got things to do, and I want to watch the game too. But shout out to 3D 9-volt sack. Who we got? AR, Jaga, Dean, Mazpaz, Tracy 168, Zyna, Crest, Soph, Don, Men, Pepe, Bias, Cirque, Topper, Ron, Much, Trez, Los, Stack, Foma, Som, SR, Cios, Aper, Issa, up in Montreal, everybody in Puerto Rico, Bezo, Select, Pun 18, rest in peace, Steffi. Shout out to Blend too, he's out there. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Word, son. Wait. Who's the illest street bomber of all time? Who's the illest street bomber that you think? Who is it?
Jaws, hands down. Jaws and easy, easy. He's still doing it like he never stopped, and that's amazing to me. I want to also give a shout to Heck, Heck Tad. He was the king of the threes after Jaws and Easy was king of the threes. So that's some nice shit. Whenever I see them, I always get reminded of the trains. That's a good thing.
So Jaws and Easy were king of the three line.
Oh yeah, hands down. There was and then they was hitting the trains like at the same time. I mean the streets at the same time. And I was like, yo, they killing the underground and above ground. It's like, yo, that's wild to me. Because you never had that really. It's either one or the other. You never had both. So I think that they was the first to do it like that.
Jaws, his throwy was so fucking ahead of his time. That shit was fire, boy.
Yo, he had a couple throwies, the simple one and then the other one, and it was just like you didn't know.
Fact, he's like classical, like trap. Like trap is in that same category too.
Yeah, shouts to Trap, Jick, Sect, Moan, all the boys up there, and Mother Only New Crew. Let me see. Let me get on this shit.
Did you ever meet Jis MC?
No. With me, I hardly meet anybody. Oh, it looks like you're rocking my shirt. Stay still. Take a screenshot. Got it. Yeah. Shout out to F Gates, Echo, Rack, Once, M's, Yes, Poochie, Pinto. Damn, Bomb 5, Seek, Vet, Jace, Skim, Dirty Cat, Skit, my brothers. Damn, I'm doing more shouts than anything, but I appreciate you two putting up with me. Thank you.
Yo, but the combination of you, Louis, and Rule, rest in peace to them brothers, was monumental. Y'all niggas is cemented in the game. We got easily comparable to Easy Jaws and Josh 5, the next coming of them. Like, y'all smashed it crazy hard. The streets look at you mad crazy because you talk like, oh, like you don't know how people look at you. You know what I'm saying? You one of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? All three of y'all. That was like a trinity that's like, you know. Like I just want you to understand that shit. You know what I mean? For real.
I never looked at it like that because we was just, going out there and just putting in the work. And I guess afterwards, everybody's like, "Yo, they put in work." But as you're doing it, you're not realizing what was going on. So I do appreciate that.
Nah, it was a historical run, and it's crazy. People like you that are so humble, and then people that are half your status, they act like they did something. It'd be crazy out here. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, all that shit is funny to me. I don't put nothing past nobody. If you say you up, then do your thing. If you say you toward me, I like to be humble. It's like, yeah, I did a little something, but I don't like the attention.
So you're gonna make a comeback to your streets again? What are you doing?
Man, never say never, but I don't think so. But I'm gonna do a couple walls coming up, and I got some artwork for sale and stuff. Anybody want to hit me up? We got that. But yeah, I don't think I'll be hitting the streets, but never say never.
All right, bro. Yo, mad love. I appreciate you so much for coming on Grab Champs and dropping your gems, bro. You heard, man. Salute to you. Salute to the whole TFO. Salute to the whole Hard Rocks. Rest in peace to the gods. You know what it is, man. That's motherfucking TIKE, nigga. TYKE and TIKE, bitch.
Big up to you and your crew. I appreciate you putting this together, bro. And we're definitely going to talk soon, man. to everybody in New York and beyond. You know me. I got a big heart. I love everybody. Let's spread the love. If not, let's spread the beef. You know what I'm saying? That's the general.
Salute,
All
brother.
right, man. I'm out.
One. Yo, bro, that's motherfucking TIKE T.F.O, bro. And it's crazy. He's trying to act himself out. Pause. Yes, sir, nigga. That was Graph Champs, episode 2, season 5, TIKE T.F.O, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing yourself. Hard Rock Crew. You know what I mean? I see all y'all Bronx heads in here. Stop playing. All the OGs in there. Yeah. Salute. I see all the OGs and the old OGs, yo. Salute. Salute, motherfucking Spyro. You know what I'm saying? Of course, salute Tabe, Wad, everybody, all the supporters, always. You know what I mean? Salute Roach. Mad love to you, my brother. RGN in the biz, nailed in. You heard? Damn, son, I got glasses because I'm nearsighted, or I can't. This shit is crazy and shit. Yeah, yo, Wad, I need to get that interview, bro. I want to hear about your street bombing experiences too, bro. For real, stop playing and shit. So, yo, that was episode 2, Graph Champ season 5. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming back next Friday or Saturday. I mean, with another episode, nigga, back to back. You heard? So I'm gonna be promoting that shit, this week. And this show was sponsored, like I said, by Cannabis Realm Dispensary ny.com. Cannabis Realm NY, my bad. Cannabis Realm NY.com, which is the dispensary. You heard? Go on their website, man. Get some weed, bro, for real. Yo, salute my nigga OD MBK Joker, what it is. Yo, salute to my whole MBK family. Salute to my whole Straight 16 family. Salute to the whole Highlight family. You know what I mean? Salute to everyone. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, yo. I'm your host, SR, the vertical, squirtical, all over your girl, the Biznack. You heard?